everyone, and please join us as we jump on an Austrian Airlines flight from Brussels, Belgium to Vienna, Austria. Once you arrive in Vienna, the extensive subway and trolley car system make getting around town quite easy. We'll begin our visit to Vienna at the center of town at St. Stephan's Cathedral. The original construction of this church was finished in the year 1160. However, it was under nearly non-stop expansion and reconstruction until the year 1511. At 136 meters in height, the South Tower is the highest point in the Vienna skyline. Here are a couple of quick views of the interior of the cathedral. The cathedral does offer tours to the top of the tower as well as a tour of the catacombs. However, both of those were sold out on the day we visited. The catacombs contain the remains of over 11,000 people. Although I doubt most of the tombs are as ornate as this one for Emperor Frederick III. The cathedral is well known for its roof of richly colored tiles. On the south side of the building above the choir, the tiles form mosaics. At the end of World War II, as Soviet troops advanced on Vienna, a fire broke out that spread to the roof of St. Stephan's. The roof, along with its entire supporting structure, had to be replaced after the war. The area around the cathedral is known as Stephansplatz. The area has countless restaurants, bars, coffee houses, and retail outlets. Our next stop is Maria Theresa Platz. This square contains a very large monument to the Empress Maria Theresa. The two large buildings are the Museum of Natural History and the Fine Art Museum. Natural History Museum contains everything from dinosaur skeletons to meteorites. The Fine Art Museum opened in 1891 as ordered by Emperor Franz Joseph I. The idea was to bring all the imperial art collection into one building to make them viewable to the public. Empress Maria Theresa was one of the most important emperors of the Habsburg monarchy. She ruled from 1740 to 1780. The monument has stood since 1888. The 4 men on horseback, one at each corner, are 4 of her generals. And by the way, ladies, she also gave birth to 19 children, but only 10 of them lived to adulthood. One of her daughters was Marie Antoinette. She, of course, was married to King Louis XVI of France. She was executed by guillotine during the French Revolution in 1793. The Hofburg was the principal imperial palace of the Habsburg dynasty in Vienna. Construction began on a castle here in the year 1279. It was the seat of the Habsburg kings and emperors of the Holy Roman Empire, and thereafter until 1918 the seat of the emperors of Austria. Over the centuries, every emperor expanded the facility. The Hofburg currently covers over 240,000 square meters of space, consists of 18 wings, 19 courtyards, and 2,600 rooms. The Archduke Charles has a statue in front of the Hofburg. He fought in the Austrian army against Napoleon and is considered one of Napoleon's most formidable opponents. Prince Eugene of Savoy was a field marshal who served the Habsburg Empire in the late 16 to early 1700s. One of the most famous battles he participated in was the Battle of Vienna in September of 1683. The Ottoman Empire had laid siege to Vienna. This one-day battle broke that siege. He is buried in Vienna at St. Stephan's Cathedral. The Imperial Treasury is also displayed at the Hofburg Palace. The collection dates from the 10th century to the 19th century, reflecting nearly 1,000 years of European history. Hofburg continues to serve the people of Austria. Since 1946, it has been the official residence and workplace of the President of Austria. One wing of the Hofburg currently serves as the Sissi Museum. This museum is dedicated to the Empress Elizabeth of Austria. Her nickname was Sissi. She was the Empress of Austria from 1854 to 1898. She was married to Emperor Franz Joseph in 1854. 44-year tenure was the longest of any Austrian empress. After touring the museum and reading about her, she struck me as a 19th century version of Princess Diana. The empress was assassinated while on a visit to Geneva by an Italian anarchist. She was laid to rest in the imperial crypt in Vienna. There was much more to her life that I cannot cover here. I will leave a link to her Wikipedia page below. While not nearly as large as St. Stephan's nearby, St. Charles's Church is well worth your time during your visit to Vienna. In 1713 and 1714, bubonic plague raged through Vienna. Holy Roman Emperor Charles VI took a vow to build a church to St. Charles, who was renowned as a healer. The foundation stone was laid in 1716, and the interior decoration was completed in 1738. The fresco on the dome of the church depicts the intercession of St. Charles, supported by the Virgin Mary. A tour of St. Charles's Church also allows access to the roof to overlook Vienna. The two columns at the front of the church were modeled after Trajan's column in Rome. Constructed from 1872 to 1883, the Vienna City Hall is one of the most impressive city halls you will ever see. The central tower at the front of the hall is 98 meters high. The Austrian Parliament building is near the City Hall. Construction was begun in 1874 and was completed in 1883. The building was heavily damaged during World War II and required extensive repairs. The fountain in front of the Parliament building is adorned with a statue of Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. The Albertina Art Museum was originally the home of Archduke Albrecht. A statue of the Archduke remains in front of the building to this day. The museum now holds 65,000 drawings and approximately 1 million old master prints. Across the intersection is the back of the world-famous Vienna Opera House. Construction began on the Vienna State Opera House in 1861 and was completed by 1869. The entire construction was funded by Emperor Franz Joseph I. The final stop on our tour around Vienna is the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Schönbrunn Palace. The palace grounds cover 435 acres. The palace itself has 1,441 rooms. This was considered the summer palace for the Habsburg family. The Hofburg was the winter palace. We did take a tour of the palace. Just wanted to give you a heads up, if you do plan to take a tour, no photography is allowed inside. After the downfall of the Habsburg monarchy in November of 1918, the palace became the property of the newly founded Austrian Republic and has been preserved as a museum. Two of the most striking elements of the gardens are the Neptune Fountain and the Gloriette. The Neptune Fountain was commissioned by Empress Maria Theresa in 1776 and completed in 4 years. Maria Theresa also commissioned the construction of the Gloriette in 1775. Gloriette now serves as a cafe to visitors to the palace and gardens. Before we go, I do want to mention our associate sponsor, Fairdrop.com. Fairdrop.com will search the internet every day and send you great deals on flights from airports you pick. Click the link below for more information, and full disclosure, if you do sign up using our link, we do get a small commission to help support the channel. I really hope you enjoyed today's video on our tour of Vienna. We obviously did not get to see everything and will need to return sometime in the future. Please like, share, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos of our many adventures.